it's Sanella from Don't Say Hurry. And can you see who I have here? Oh, you look so cute. Make a good face. He's so cute. Anyways, I wanted to do his 3-month / I'm home video since I hadn't updated you guys since he was in the hospital. Everything has been going good. I just wanted to do a video on the things that he went through in the hospital and a quick little update on how he is doing now. So if you guys have not seen my birth story video, I'll leave a link in the description. But basically my water broke at 26 weeks and he was born a few days later at 27 weeks. A vaginal birth, which surprised everybody, including myself. But he was in the NICU, or he was in the NICU for over 3 months. He did a hospital transfer. He had several surgeries, blood transfusion, do a quick timeline thing. Not just for y'all, but we look back on these videos too. So he was crying and breathing, but he was ventilated for the first few days of his life. He also got some photolight therapy a few days later for jaundice. He also got a blood transfusion a few days later also. And then we just took it day by day. There was some days that I did not want to go to the hospital because he just looked really bad, and I was going through his files, his medical records, which it's not that thick, but it's pretty thick. And I wish I knew what all of the acronyms meant and stuff, but there was actually a few days in early January on the 20th or something, he got surgery on his left testicle for a hernia, which he actually might have to go back to redo that, which totally sucks. And then he got a collapsed lung after that, and he was ventilated for the whole week after the surgery. And they stopped feeding him for a while so that could heal. And that's the time that it was hard to go to the hospital and take care of the kids. And my husband is still working out of town. We're not together, so all of that put together is just like a lot. But everything started to go good, uphill, almost going home. They actually told us to bring the car seat so we could do the car seat challenge, where they buckle him up and make sure that he does not desat for like 3 hours. But we didn't get to that point. He had a consultation with the pulmonologist, and he actually referred him to somebody that can do that had something small enough to go down his airway to check, because he developed stridor, which is basically like wheezing, but they didn't know what was causing it. So he was transferred to Driscoll's Children's Hospital in Corpus via plane. So he got his first plane ride, and that was another really tough decision. And I just want to, I put it on Facebook that he was going on his first mini vacay, and somebody said that it was not funny. But when you're going through something or anything where anybody may not make it, some people turn to humor to make them feel a little bit better. You know what I mean? So I was like, he's taking a vacation. I was like, he'll be right back. He's not gonna go and never come back. And if you think about it that way, that's just gonna make it worse, right? So anyways, and we ended up driving up there with him, and luckily, and I want to say luckily, because everything that we've gone through with him, I'm thinking of it as being lucky. He was born early, and I see we had just moved, And if I would have continued moving our whole family to here, it would have just caused more stress on the pregnancy and on him. So it was good that he was born early. And then when he transferred to Driscoll's, it was good that he transferred because that week the girls were on spring break. So we were all able to go over there to be with him. So yeah, it was just little things like that that I see were lucky. But anyways, so he transferred over there, and we were actually at lunch. We were actually at lunch, and his doctor called us and said he was going to go into emergency surgery because he was worse than what the other hospital had told them. It's okay, I know. It was a long time ago. It's over now. Okay? It's over now. Did I say he liked to be swaddled? So his arms are kind of coming loose, so he's freaking out. Anyways, so we got a call that he had to go into surgery, and right after that we went to go talk to the doctor, and she said that she couldn't even describe to us how tiny his airway was, so she went ahead and opened it up a little bit and told us that he was going to be sedated and ventilated for a week, and that they were going to go back in the following week to make sure that it was healing well, and if it wasn't, they were going to put in a trachea. So I was like, what? We went from transferring, saying, oh, he'll be discharged once he gets evaluated and you guys can go home from there, to he might need a trachea. So I was like, OMG. Anyways, but luckily, and he didn't get fed for that whole week either, which was really hard on me and my husband, not seeing him like that. And I had seen him sedated before, and my husband hadn't, so that like the nurses could feel or sense like that my husband was not happy. And I was like, it's okay, he just hasn't seen him like this. I'm the one that was going to the hospital every day, and Daddy was the one working every day. So yeah, he's like, is he okay? I'm like, yeah, he's fine. I mean, he's not fine, but he's fine. So luckily everything healed. They started feeding him again. He was not desatting. We were asked to stay the night in the hospital with him in a room by ourselves with nurse supervision to make sure that we were okay. I'm pretty sure it's for the parents, right? Because he did fine. He did perfect. He woke up, peed, pooped, ate, went back to bed. But that went fine. He was released the next day. And again, we drove back home, and my husband drove back up to Austin to work. So, I mean, the first couple days were hard, and I'm still not getting a lot of sleep, but that's fine. The girls are super excited that he's home. He has like 2 awake times, like in the early afternoon and late in the evening. He just started drinking 3 ounces. He had been 2 ounces every 3 hours or so. And I'm feeding him on demand. I kind of stopped a little bit, but I was putting him to the breast at every feed. But I feel like his heart rate goes up and his breathing gets a little bit labored when he is breastfeeding because he's not used to it. He's had a bottle for the past 3 months or a few months. So my hopes of breastfeeding him exclusively have turned into pumping exclusively. And even then, my supply is a little bit low or getting less every day. So that totally sucks. I do have the mother's milk tea, and when I do drink it and stay hydrated, I do see an increase in my milk. So hopefully, my husband says it's fine. I can stop pumping anytime I want. I don't want, but I mean, I do, but I don't. He says we have more than enough milk for to last him until he's 1, which I hope is true. But yeah, and he's peeing and pooping perfectly fine. His appointment with his doctor went really good. He went from, in a few days, from 5.29 to 5.8. So that was good. And then he had another appointment with an ENT, and he didn't pass his hearing test, and he does have some liquid in his ears, so he wants to see him back every month versus every 6 months, which what they had told us at the hospital. He saw his cardiologist, and he does have a valve that hasn't closed or a hole in his heart, but that is normal with any premature baby. But he does want to see him back in 6 months to see if anything develops, because he is preemie. Something might develop down the line. But I just talked to the doctor about him being tired after breastfeeding. That I would probably stop, and he said that was up to me. And that's pretty much it. Let's see. We are using cloth diapers still. I baby wear. Thank goodness, because he probably would have gotten sick already because people want to touch him. He has had 2 visitors here at home, my sister and my mom. We probably may, since it's Easter weekend, go visit my in-laws and my husband's family up in Corpus. But we don't know yet. Anyways, but that's pretty much it. Let's see, is there anything else I need to say? He loves to be swaddled. He is starting to make cooing sounds, which freaks the girls out. They're like, oh my god, he's talking. And Analia keeps telling me, like, I talk back to him, like baby talk, right? And she's like, Mommy, he's not saying anything. He can't talk yet. But it's okay. I would like to talk to you, right? Because if not, I'd go crazy not being able to talk to anybody. But anyways, that's it for this video. Wasn't too long. I hope it wasn't too long. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up for a healthy and happy baby that's home. And leave me a comment you guys want to see. He is still in preemie clothes. Let me see. Where is one of his onesies? And when he goes to sleep, oh, here's one. When he goes to sleep, I put him in the hospital shirts that they sent us home with. We can't really see how small it is, but it is tiny. This is preemie from, I think, Target. Carter's. With little dinosaurs. Anyways, but say thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for watching, guys. You want to tell them your name? No? He's named after Daddy. Santos Reyes, and he is the 4th in memory of my father-in-law, his grandpa, even though he's not with us anymore. But yeah, my husband wanted to put the 4th on him, and I was fine with that, so that's okay, right? We can name you whatever we want. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you guys in the next video. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And leave me a comment. Were your kids' babies ever in preemie clothes? Yvette was also in preemie for about a month, but it's been 3 months already. And with his fluffy cloth diaper, but they probably won't fit him next week, but it's just because of the extra fluff he has. Alright, we'll see you guys later. Bye. Bye.